What's up, everybody? Welcome to beautiful Guam. This is an extension from my little trip around the world. I was in Serbia 2 months ago. I've been here for 2 months now working. I can't talk about what I do, but what I can talk about is how amazing this cool place is. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the interior of the island, a little bit of the ocean. I'm going to take this camera underwater, and of course I'm going to do some pretty epic drone shots where I can. There's a lot of restricted airspace around here. And we'll talk about that later, but for now, tune in for this episode on Driving Time, where I'm going to take you to a place called Sigua Falls, and I'll correct that if it's wrong up here. Let's get it. Let's hop into the Tacoma and drive up to the middle of the island where Sigua Falls is situated. This is one of the longest hikes on island, definitely one of the recommended ones for people visiting Guam. I don't know what to expect about this hike. It's probably about 5 miles. It goes to a falls where we can swim, so I got my swim trunks on. And I got a big 2-liter bottle of water because it's like 5 billion degrees outside and humidity is 100%. It may rain like 3 or 4 times by the time we get there because it's rainy season here in Guam. But that's just what we signed up for, so let's go get it. I don't know what this is. It seems to be some sort of like a mud river. I mean, check out my shoes in this next clip to see how thick this mud is. God damn. It's gonna be an intense hike. There's more than 150 species of birds on this island. There's all sorts of lizards. Hope there's nothing poisonous. I don't know, I'll check on that later. Wow, look at this. Something interesting to point out is this coral. See? It's basically like big coral sheets underneath all of the topography. It's quite an interesting place. Guam isn't that big of an island. There's about 150,000 people that live here. I can put the real number up here. And it's really intense heat here. The humidity is really high. And it's about 35 degrees Celsius. And right now, rainy season has just started, so it rains about every day. Maybe like 4 times a day. Wow. Okay. Now, my shoes are completely wet. There's a lot of deep water terrain right there. Marsh. But check this out. That's a Sherman tank from World War II. And I definitely recognize the body of a Sherman. That's incredible. Look at this thing. Wow. The US liberated this island from Japan, and they used Sherman tanks as one of the armor vehicles of choice in World War II, so this is just an incredible piece of history here. People died trying to liberate this island from the Japanese, and this is just one of the artifacts that remained from the war. Quite incredible. These things were tough, and their crews are even tougher. Look at that. Wow, hatches and everything. Woo. This is cool. This is a good place to take a little break too. My shoes are now soaked. Check this out. Oh my goodness. Let's see how bad this is. Oh no. Oh no. After my little water break next to the Sherman, I decided to cut through the jungle to maybe find a quicker, more direct path to the waterfall. I don't know if this is a good idea, because I don't know if this is an official trail or just a massive site where water floods down when it rains. But we're about to find out. I think it may lead down to the falls, and it seems to be an easier bypass. I just need to navigate this. Holy shit, I think I can see remnants of footprints on this trail, but again, I'm not sure if this is an official trail, if this is just a water runoff point. But we seem to have gotten down to a stream and a little bit more cool air. Oh, it's so nice down here. All right. Ha, There's a rope on this side. Check that out. Nothing on the other side. I just slid into there because it's really steep. Goddamn shoes wet again. But there's a rope right here that I see, and it's tied to that log. So I'm gonna try and maneuver it so I can get over. Okay. All right, I'm gonna try and get through now. I think the next thing I need to do is tie this rope. When I was pulling the wood out of the water, I saw this free-floating piece of wood that's been previously cut, so I decided to use it as a wedge. It worked pretty well. Check this out. All right, let's see if this works. That worked. All right, let's keep going. I love how they tied a rope to that end of this pit, but not this side. At this point, I was about halfway through my hike, and I was starting to regret the decision to cut it short through the jungle, as there was no clear way forward and no marker of any sort of a path. The jungle was extremely thick with vegetation, so I just kept following these water runoff points and navigating my way to the next high point that I set out. Yeah, so that hill was the second viewpoint I was trying to get to. That's definitely a footprint. That's definitely a trail marker. I'm in the right direction. There may be an easier way out of this pit instead of me going back that way. All right. Waterfall. Waterfall that way, tank that way. All right. Let's go. Let's get it. We're almost there. With my newfound confidence that I was actually on a trail and not just wandering into the jungle in the middle of Guam, I could definitely sense that I was getting close. I could actually smell and hear the waterfall. The descent there was just getting steeper and steeper though, and the next section that I'm about to show you is actually pretty technical and actually really fun. This made it one of the funnest hikes I've been on so far, all the way out here on a small island in the middle of the Pacific. Check it out. It is a little bit steep, but not too bad. The problem more so is the mud. Wow, look, this is the entrance to the waterfall down here. Oh my goodness. How do you increase tourist safety? Ropes. Guys, this is incredible. I cannot wait to take a dip in that water. Whoa. Continuing to go down here. Holding onto the rope. In my right hand, I got the GoPro. In my left hand, I got this rope. Whoa. I cannot wait to swim. This is what I've been waiting for. Went through all that, down the steep hill. Here's the waterfall. I'm gonna spend my afternoon here. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. Under a little bit of fresh water. I hope you guys enjoyed this hike and a little bit of facts about Guam. And I invite you to join me for episode 2 in Guam as I spend more time here and I show you guys a little bit of the ocean. Thanks for tuning in to Driving Time. Catch me again for the next one.